It all started with one video. I was amazed. How did they get that sound? So I sent off a text. And from there, I've been obsessed.
So, what did you discover first about sound effects?
Well, the art is hidden in plain sight, from footsteps, bushes, and even down to the ticking of a watch. So now we're going to build out how I would actually sound design this shot. So first, I like building an ambient layer. Now this would be the city noise that you would hear in the background. So first, that will be cars, trains, anything that you hear in the background. Once you get that done, as you can see, it's kind of wet and a little bit rainy. Then you'd want to add in the environmental effects, which is like the rain, some thunder. Now once you do that, you have a good base layer. And this is where beginners usually stop. But if you want to dive in deeper and get the Hollywood level, there's a few more things we have to add. Now next, we're going to want to add some effects. These are usually to help build a scene or build an emotion. If I wanted a more tense or dramatic background, then I'd add a drone or some background noise. Now a drone isn't one that you see in the sky, but this is actually just a hum or a deep noise that you hear in the background. And it's what you usually see in those scary movies. Now I want you to listen to these two clips, one with sound effects and one without. And yes, before you ask me, these are my little sister's headphones. I had to borrow them because I'm traveling. Just let's hope she doesn't find out that I'm using them. Now, you also have some sound effects that will add to the scene. They're not necessary, but they help build out and give depth to a scene. For example, if I was to punch this, it made no sound. But since I'm so strong, it made a loud noise. And really, if you add these small sound effects to everything, if I was to make a big point, or if I was to go through and have a scary or a more tense environment, I'd add like a drone or a hum in the background. This gives more depth, and this is what big movie and Hollywood production use. So if the big productions are using it, why not copy and use it too? Now, I like to also create some of my own sound effects, but you just might look a little weird doing it. Oh, it looks so dumb. Now, music also plays a big part of this too. So obviously, this music doesn't fit, but something like this is more realistic, and really you just have to figure out what works best in your scene.
And lastly, what's your final take on the power of sound effects?
Sound effects aren't just audio layers. They're the heart and soul of visual storytelling, and I can't even explain how much it impacts your footage. And with that, our journey into the world of sound effects comes to an end. I better put these up before my sister notices.
Zane, did you take my headphones?